I don't know. I was just talking with my girls about this. Like, where am I at? Like, what do I want? Like, am I okay with like just having
good,
fun?
But when you break down the sounds, let's get down to it.
I think like I'm in a place where I'm so content that like it is what it is, and it is like if it's not, it's not. Like I'm not looking like, oh, just because I'm going on a date with this guy, like I'm really hoping this evolves to something and we start dating and this and that. It's like if we enjoy each other's company and we don't end up evolving to something, I don't take that personal. And I friend zone people like real good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so like I'll just keep them in my network.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Because if it didn't work out personally, I'm gonna sell them a crib one day.
Yeah,
professionally, I'm gonna be their broker.
Get some head or something.
You know what I mean?
You probably don't want it. But to be real, and I hear what you're saying, but women should be more intentional with who they're dating and things, and have to vex these guys out because once again, if you're a high level woman, you want to keep your essence at the highest level. So if you're not vexing these guys and you get entertaining all these guys, or every now and then somebody gonna crack, it's gonna happen. So like that's lowering who you are, and you want to be held at that standard. You got to keep yourself at that standard. So you should be only messing with a guy I'm gonna mess with. You should, if you're on what you're telling me you're on. If you want to be intellectually high and be this high-level woman, you should be intentional. Every guy you entertain on that only. Yeah. And if you're not, it's going to keep lowering. It's going to get low. You're 30 now.
It gets lower and lower. No, I know that.
And you get older and older.
Yeah.
And then only so many surgeries going to be working out right.
Yeah.
One could go wrong. Now
I'm done with surgery.
You sure?
I'm good. Yeah, absolutely.
So, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, and you're not, like I had a girl on here, side of the Sapphire, she's 21. She already intentional on how she's moving. She already told herself, like, she's vexing people from now on to she's not playing at 21. And you're older, so it's like, I get you want to have fun and you're not tripping, and it sounds good. But to be the standard that you want to be held at, it has to be held there all the way. It has to vex these guys. You know, and once again, I'm giving game both ways. I'm not just talking to my guys to get over. This is as a woman. Yeah. I want you to have the best life you can have. And it's difficult because so many guys will come out, look at you, you know what I'm saying? And you going on. It's gonna be tough. Yeah. And I'm by myself. You came from a broken home.
Ain't nothing in life ever been easy for me.
Right.
Ain't nothing ever been easy. I ain't got the easy way out with not one thing in life.
Right. And this is one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
Is finding that real companion as a person have all these attributes. Yeah. And then letting go. Like you tried. Let go and be with this guy for a year.
I did. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot. But also, I'm grateful that it taught me that I'm actually capable of love. Right. Because I did not think I was. Yeah. I was like, I'm good, you know. And so again, I'm so comfortable with myself that I know that it'll happen when it's meant to. And I still have like traveling to do and goals to accomplish and things. I'm gonna do all that whether I have a man or not. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I think a lot like what differentiates me between most women is they're waiting to be rescued. Right. You know, I'm out here swimming, waiting for a shark to like start swimming with me.
Swim with you.
You know, let's go hunt together. And let's go eat together. You know what I mean?
And you have your own.
And that's but I never utilize that to emasculate a man unless he asks me to. Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it happens. You know, there's men out here that you hand them a microphone and they immediately feel like they're an alpha. Right. Which is not the case. You are not an alpha unless you're not an alpha male unless you can dominate an alpha female. You know what I mean? It's like
female. I never heard of that. What are those?
Like, baby, you looking at one.
Okay. So what comes with? What is the attributes of an alpha female?
I think a woman who, again, is independently, financially independent, enjoys her own company, has invested in herself intellectually, you know, not just physically, but like does the work, the universal intelligence, the reading, the meditating, those things, those personal journeys, and that truly like is a boss. I'm a boss babe. Like I handle business. If you see me close a property, you would be impressed. You know, that's how I do things. And
I can
not
hear an addiction of the talk.
Exactly. The way that I speak, you know, the way that I hold myself, you know, it's an energy about me. Like, you know, you wouldn't come up to me and like be a goofy. Like you would know that you got to show me you're a boss.
Got to come structured.
And that you could dominate me because you're an alpha male. For sure. Right. You know, these men out, these beta males, you know, want all these beta women, but want to call themselves an alpha male just because they're pulling quantity of women instead of quality.
Getting peasant bitches,
right? Yep. You know, it's like a lion. They want to go hunt. They want to go look for their food and eat instead of just putting a lion in a cage and feeding him a steak every day.
I feel you.
That's what comes with beta females. Yep. You know what I mean? And so for me, I'm a little bit more of a challenge. Yeah. But I'm worth it because I'm a partner. I'm an investment, and you'll get a return profit on anything that's put into me.
I like that. So that's my type of woman. Yeah. So I get that, but once again, those are far few between that guys who are alphas for real. they don't want that. You know, they want a Stafford wife. You just sit at home cooking clean and shut up and all that. You got to have something too.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I'm bringing a big ass T-bone. Better come with lamb chops and some broccoli, and preferably some goddamn broccolini, to tell you the truth. Mashed potatoes, if you know what I mean? That's how I am. So I get that.
So I would categorize you as a real alpha male.
Oh, I'm not playing. I need a monster with me. We got to go to, I'm Jay-Z, Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Swiss Beats. We got to be goddamn.
And you're not intimidated by a woman who got her own thing going. Yeah,
What?
exactly.
Let's go to war.
Exactly.
Pick up this axe with me. I'm going to get the big ass. You get a little knife or something. I need that. You know what I'm saying? Red Sonja and Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
That's the type of time I'm on. But once again, majority of men that are alphas are not doing that. So you might call them beta, but they're not. Yeah. They are alphas.
Then they're not my alpha. They're alpha in their own herd. Right. But if you were to put them into a different herd, they'd become a follower real quick.
Because overall, I probably say like,
but you can put me in any environment, and I'm going to adapt accordingly. Yeah. That's something about me.
But most alphas, I say, even though like I said, I never call myself no damn alpha. I'm an ultra male. I'm different than these. Because I've been having women my whole life. With money, without money, I've been that nigga. So when I got money, it's like, you really got to come with it now. Yeah. What the f? And I'm slinging that motherfucker. So like, you're coming up too much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, what? Yeah. I'm gonna give you that Excalibur. Yeah. And you just gonna bring some little ass over. No, babe, I'm gonna change your life in all aspects. You hear me? So it's like, most of these guys, when they get the money, they start getting their little steroids to get the little body together in their late 30s and all that. Now they, right? So they want to have the women that's going to fall in line. Yeah. So 90% of men that are alphas for real, the people that you're attracted to is not going to accept that. So that's why it's a difficult path you're on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I get what you're saying, but I can't, even though I'm not in that category, I understand.
Yeah. No, me too.
That's the majority.
I get it. Yeah.
But you want the one-to-one situation. God damn. How are we going to get you there?
I mean, I'm a big manifester. Okay. Like, I believe in, like, you know, I've spoken my whole life into fruition. Yep. You know, anything that I've ever wanted to attain, I've been able to do simply through, you know, my belief system, and then I execute the hard work behind it. Right. And so when that time comes, it'll be there.
You ain't falling for no full baby mama again and goddamn.
No more.
That was 6 months ago.
No more. No more. We're still friends. We're good.
I bet he gonna come back to Miami. Hey, man, I'm in town. How you doing? Let's go get a steak.
No. We're good. But I think for me getting that, like, I'm right now, I'll just continue doing what God created me to do, which was, you know, make my mark on this world and contribute and abstract the best out of everybody that I come in contact with to the best of my ability. And then that will naturally attract who's meant to be with me. Because I know that I'm special. I know that I'm different. And I know that I want a man to look at me and be like, wow, that girl's, she's it. Like, I can't wait to have her with me.
Even though you're on the boat, twerking on the boat?
Well, I want him on there with me.
He gonna be cool with that.
He gonna be with me. What you mean? I'm pull a baddie for both of us. What you talking about?
So you mess with women too?
Yeah, of course. So I pull more baddies than you. I'm gonna pull more baddies than you.
Can have them. I don't want them. I don't want them hoes.
I'm just kidding.
I don't want no seafood platter eaters. I don't like them. So you okay with that? So you go both ways?
To an extent.
Oh shit.
To an extent.
To an extent.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I would never like date a woman. No.
You wouldn't date them?
No. I just want to slut her out real quick.
But you'll eat everything.
You
gotta be real.
Sometimes, if I really like her and I fuck with her, yeah.
You'll go crazy.
But it's I'm selective. She gotta be like my tier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she gotta be top tier all the way.
Yeah, exactly. And that's an incentive I bring to the table you wouldn't even expect, right? Like, you would think, oh, I'm just this, you know, high quality woman who wants monogamy. Listen, we're gonna have some fun together. That's all.
Right with that. I don't want my woman want to do threesomes and want to eat pussy and ass and all that shit.
Oh my God, no,
I'm not with it. My woman, she could be having on attributes, but she gonna be never. I'm not with that.
Now, do you expect them to let you have multiple women?
Hell no.
Oh, you want just one woman?
I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool.
Oh,
with
you
that.
really are different.
I'm organic. I ain't with all that freaky dicky.
You're a rare breed.
Ain't no more organics in this world. There's only one, baby. You hear me?
But did you fuck Selena Powell?
No, I didn't. Shout out to Selena, but I did not.
Mashallah, you swear?
On my soul. Okay. She knows that. You know what I'm saying? Right. We cool. Look at the whole
I'm sure
interview.
She tried, but
she cool people. You know what I'm saying? To me, like, we had a good conversation. But nah, like, I differentiate myself from the pack. Like, a lot of that IG model stuff and all that. I'm in the crib. I've been in the crib for 8 years. I don't party. I don't go out. Like, I do my job and I go home.
Yeah, you're only known because of the camera.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? So people think, like, but if you look at my IG, look at where I go. You always go see me at the gym and here. You don't see me do nothing else. So I do my job very well. And don't get me wrong, I lived a life before I got on social media, you know what I'm saying? I was a king of downtown. They called me that. I done slayed everything from top to bottom across this world. You know what I'm saying? That's how I became as good as what I do when I do it. You hear me? I had to go through the trial tribulation to drop it that sword. But now I hold it tight and I don't I don't cut everything. If I put it out though, it's gonna slice it out.
Sliced.
I'm gonna break it down to the bone gristle. You know what I'm saying? But I'm real retained with it. You hear me?